Hello everyone, welcome to this week's edition of CANrace. I'm your host Bryce Turner. This weekend, the NASCAR Pinty Series races at the historic and prestigious Grand Prix de Trois-Rivieres in Trois-Rivieres, Quebec, and there are plenty of storylines to watch for. First, Kevin Lacroix, who should be named the road course king. Lacroix has won 7 of 12 road course races he's competed in the series, that's 58%. And that includes as well the last 5 road course races dating back to last year's GP3R. He's finished on the podium in the other road course races, with the exception of races where he crashed or had a mechanical issue. And he won the last 2 GP3R events, that's 100% of the races he's run at this track. And there are plenty of other storylines too near the top of the standings. As you see, Alex Labbe holds the lead. He's looking to win a race that's sponsored by his team sponsor, Can-Am, and that would be his first road course victory that he's going after. Lacroix finds himself 10 points back and looking to continue his road course dominance in order to catch up to the championship lead. Kaden Lapcevich is known as a successful oval racer with 5 wins on the short tracks. He's 31 points back. His best street course finish is 6th, which was last year's Trois-Rivieres race, and he has 1 podium on the road course of CTMP. A strong result would help him make up ground in the standings. Now to 2 drivers looking to snap winless streaks where they started. LP Dumoulin, 38 points back, is one of the hometown favorites. He's the local from Trois-Rivieres. His last win came in this race in 2014, his championship season, and a victory in front of the hometown crowd would certainly help him make up some ground. Also 38 points back is DJ Kennington, whose last win came in this race back in 2013. A victory would also help him gain grounds in the championship points. Now for a look at the weekend schedule, and it's a 2-day weekend as well, starting on Saturday, August 12th with practice at 12:30. Group qualifying will take place at 5:15. Then on Sunday, it's the Le 50 Tours Can-Am, the green flag shortly after 2 p.m. Eastern, and it's airing live as well on French language station RDS2. So that's what's coming up this weekend. Meanwhile, last weekend, south of the border, Pinty Series regular Gary Klutt made his Cup Series debut at Watkins Glen. He finished 31st in the race, driving for Premium Motorsports. We spoke with Clute about his Cup debut. I'm joined now on the phone by Gary Klutt, making your Cup debut today, driving the number 15 for Premium Motorsports. How did it feel to run your first race at the sport's top level?
It was very cool. I'll probably soak it all in tomorrow, but it was good to get out and do some laps in one of those cars. It's really my only second race on radial tires, so still just kind of getting used to how the car reacts when it's pushed to the limits there, but obviously a great experience and cool to run toe-to-toe with Boris in his last race too.
That's pretty cool. And you mentioned radial tires, so what would be the difference between that and the tires you're used to running in Pinty's?
Just a smaller margin for error there. The Pinty's on the bias plies, you can slide it around and get back to it, but on the radials, if you're spinning out or if you're pushing, it's just it goes away real quick on you.
You started 34th and finished 31st. Walk me through your race.
Really, it wasn't that eventful. There was I think 1 or 2 cautions only, and a lot of green flag running. I don't think anyone wrecked or anyone blew up. So, we developed. I'm not sure what it was, but it could have been warped rotor. But we developed a good shake entering stage 3. And I couldn't get rid of it, and it was just kind of kicking the brakes back on us. So we battled that a little bit, and just were struggling with handling there near the end. But just ran all the laps we could, ran the whole race. We ran out of gas with 2 corners to go, and coasted across the line.
What did you think of the digital dashboard? Was it hard to get used to?
No, it was beautiful. I got lap time. That really helps for consistency. You know what you did wrong, you know what you did right. No, it was all good.
So was it even was it odd just to look at? Because it would be, I guess it would look quite a different setup, a different layout than in other series.
Yeah, it didn't take long to get used to, though.
Okay. And now there's also more with the Cup car in the driver's hands with elements such as the track bar adjustment. How much did you learn from being able to use these features?
We definitely used the track bar adjustment. We were struggling pretty decently with we were loose, so I was trying to lower the track bar there and just see if I could help it, but didn't really help much. But we were playing with it for most of the race.
Now, another thing with the Cup races is they're longer than the other series. Did that change your approach at all, having to run a longer event?
Not much. I try and stay in the best shape I can, but that was a long race. We only got that, I think we ran maybe 40 laps green near the end there, and so it felt like a long time in the car, a long time to be focused, and no one really screwed up, no one caused any yellows, so it was a long green flag race.
How was it like working with the Premium Motorsports crew for the first time?
Oh, we had a lot of fun. I get along well with Mark Hillman, the crew chief there, and it's just a good weekend, real relaxed. We know what our goal is, and we're just gonna go out there and try our best, and it was good. Everyone there's great, and we had a fun weekend together.
And not working with that crew before, now having to work with spotters, work with crew chief during the race, how was the communication like?
Communication was pretty good. The Cup cars are a lot louder than what I'm used to, so my ears are still ringing a little bit. So if I were to run it again, I'd have to sort some stuff out there. Spotters were all good. I brought one of my own guys down, and so it was all good.
The race being held at Watkins Glen International, a road course in central New York State, what did you think of the track?
It was it's a proper road course, especially with the repave there. It'd be really cool if they ran the boot. So fairly short laps, or short, I think 7 corners really. So, it was just kind of wide open, typical road course.
Qualifying being held on race day is something new for Cup, but something you're used to from the Pinty series. What did you think of this qualifying on race day for Cup?
I'm not a whole fan of it. I really like, especially the road courses only, qualifying and then getting to digest everything, where you're going to start, how it's all going to go down the next day, getting back to the hotel, thinking about it. But I think it's cool for the fans. Getting to qualify, everyone likes to go see qualifying, move on to the next round. The fans, it gives them some incentive to get there early and watch qualifying and the race.
What was the biggest thing you learned this weekend?
Probably just being patient and really trying to work on the car through practice. We had a vibration in practice, and we had to go swap out a drive, we had to swap out a drive shaft there. So it would have been nice to get a little bit more practice time and work on the car in the long run, because those long green flag runs, we struggled a little bit. So to get the car better on those long runs would have been really beneficial.
And what are your plans for the remainder of the year? Could we see you again in Cup?
Not as of right now. I don't think so. We're going to go to Trois-Rivieres next weekend, and we'll be at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park.
Okay, so you'll be in there. Any other series?
We'll probably run the premium truck, actually, for the Canadian Tire Motorsport Park weekend. So it'll be fun to work with the guys again.
Okay, so we'll see you a few more times on the road courses, and I'll see you as well in Trois-Rivieres next weekend. So congratulations on a good Cup debut running at Watkins Glen. Congratulations again on that, and thank you for joining me on the phone.
Thanks, Bryce. Appreciate it.
That will do it for this week's edition of CANrace. We'll be at the track to provide coverage from the Grand Prix de Trois-Rivieres this weekend, so check back on our social media channels for that, and tune back as well next week for another new episode. But for now, thanks for watching. Have a great day.